Guys, Miss Charlie here. We are back with more of my eyeshadow palette collection. Today we will be going through the letters M, N, O, and P, and there's quite a few, so we'll go ahead and just start with this section here I have laid out. I have Makeup by Tammy. She has been on YouTube for a long time. She does most stuff on Instagram now. I've been following her for many years, and she came up with her own brand. I don't think her brand is still available, but I got her palette, which is called Chasing Butterflies. Vibrant Color Story. I've used it a few times. I like it. I mean, it's not the greatest quality, but it's workable. I can work with it, and I want to support her. The Pinky Rose Obsessed palette. This is what it looks like. I like the packaging. I like the rainbow roses. And it kind of mimics the packaging. It's very pretty. I've used it many times. The formula is very nice. But that was from Pinky Rose. And going to Melt, I have the VIDA and the MUERTE. I got them when they came out, and then they took them away, and then a lot of people wanted them, and I think they brought them back sparingly, but you cannot get these anymore. But look at this packaging. It's beautiful. It is heavy. It is embossed. It's so pretty. And this is the MUERTE, which is a darker tones. I love a good gray. Give me a good gray and a good red. We are buddies forever. And then the VIDA is more vibrant. I love a good orange too. I like that these browns are more cool tone browns and not warm tone browns. Those were the VIDA and the MUERTE. We have the Beetlejuice collaboration with Melt. Cannot get this anymore either. I went ahead and got both palettes, the Waiting Room and the Recently Deceased. Packaging is a beautiful heavy plastic. You have the sandworm on there. And then inside you have one of the pictures from a scene from the movie, and this is the dancer, or this is the magician's assistant that was cut in half. I have earrings like that too, that have the top part on one side and the bottom on the other. And this is this color story. Again, I love me some reds, I love me some grays, and these are, they look the same, but they're not. You can probably see it in the camera. This one is a little bit darker than this one, but on the eyes they basically look the same. These reds are like nice blood reds. This is a good white. I love this palette. And then the Recently Deceased. This one is more of a purple green moment. We have Beetlejuice as the sandworm on this one. And another scene from when they're on the little miniature setup. And I don't like that they only had 8 in here, but the other one had 10, but you know, whatever. You have Beetlejuice stripes. And these are good purples, and they look the same when you kind of look at it, but they do translate different on the eyes. And then the grungy mustard yellow, yes, and this green is absolutely gorgeous. Have the One Size Visionary palette from Patrick Starr. I got this in, and I think it was a BoxyCharm. That's what it looks like. And I don't like that it's cut like this. So if you're trying to store it without being in the box, it would be kind of hard because it is not even. But I keep mine in the box, so that's fine. And it's neutral with a pop of blue. This is like 2016 all over again, when most palettes had a pop of blue or a pop of teal in it. but I've used this many times. It has great quality. I like the black because it is one that you can build up, and I like the grungy colors in here as well. This would be a nice travel palette, or if someone, again, who is more neutral, this would be great for them for every day. Have this Jamrock Universal palette from Makeup by Yolando. This was a gift from my bestie, and I see her post online all the time. She does have some foundations and things like that as well, but this is a makeup. It's Playing with Makeup by Yolando is what it is, and these are great colors, very vibrant for deeper skin tones. We got neutrals, we got pops, we got it all here. It's a nice bronze, and that's an orangey red. I like my reds a little bit more cool, but that's a nice orangey red, and that's from Playing with Makeup by Yolando. Next, I have ODEN'S. I have this SOLMANE 2. I like the packaging. It's like a canvas, and it is a little bit embossed. Gorgeous. And this is the color story. I like ODEN'S shimmers and multi-chromes. They're mattes are okay, but I like the shimmers and the multi-chromes that they have in their palettes. They're so pretty. Then we have the HELA palette with Angelica Nyqvist. I like this as well because this is a muted colors, and then you have a vibrant color on the actual palette. And that is the color story there. I just used this the other day. I love the grungy greens in here, and I like the pop of pink as well. Then we have the Little Ghost palette, which is also with Angelica, and my best friend's name is Angelica too. So, and this is more vibrant for Halloween. So pretty. It's a nice topper orange, because you gotta have orange with Halloween, right? But that's a nice little, it's a sheer topper. And then Trick or Treat. And I like these. I like that these are embossed too. They're embossed as well. And this is how that looks. The other one is supposed to be, you know, with candy, but then this is more Halloween based. I wish it would have purple in it, you know, for witches. You got purple and green for witches, but it's fine. And of course you have to have a good brown in there. And this is a cool tone brown. I didn't put enough on there for that green, but you get an idea. Next we have some Morphe palettes. This is the 12P. This is the colorful one. I think this was a dupe for the Viseart one that came out. They came out with a colorful one, and then Morphe came out with one as well. This is so good. I'm sorry. These are nice, pigmented, vibrant shadows. Can't get this anymore, but I added this to my repertoire because I wanted more colorful shadows because I was, you know, in my neutral phase. But these are really, really good, punchy, vibrant pigments. Let me see. We'll do a green. We'll do the red, of course. These are nice. I really enjoyed them. Really, really. I've used this so many times over the years. I think this came out in 2000 and I don't know, maybe 15, 14, something like that. But yes, it is good. I have decluttered quite a few Morphe palettes, and these are the ones that I have left. I have the 3503. I think I had the 3502, and I decluttered that one. I like I like the orange tones and the muted wine tones, and I love this glitter right here, and I like the pop of green instead of like a pop of blue. I like the pop of green in there. And then the 35B, where everybody wanted this because this was one of the first like colorful big palettes that, you know, indie brands were bringing out, because Morphe was considered an indie brand. I mean, Coastal Scents had their 100 and something colorful palettes and things like that, but this was one of the first, and I used this so much. I can't believe I haven't hit pan on any of these, because I used to use this all the time. The shimmers in here were not that shimmery, but if you just wanted to add a little bit of something in there, and this blue is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you could do that. They weren't the greatest shimmers, but they were nice at the time. This blue is what got me though. I love a good teal blue, and like I said, I've used this so many times. And this is an oldie but goodie, and she's never going anywhere, because I had the BH one. BH had a version of this as well that I bought, but I decluttered that one, so I'm keeping the original. I have the James Charles. This was a gift from my bestie. Me and her both tried this, and we didn't like it. I don't know why I'm still holding on to it. I like a nice colorful palette. I've used some of these, and some of them are good, some of them aren't that great. Wet n Wild came out with kind of like a dupe for this. It was called the 40 color palette. I decluttered it, and I kept the original, but I think I might go ahead and declutter this, because I don't like a lot of the formulas in here. They're not very good. The mattes in here are just not that great. So I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of Mr. James Charles. Then I have the 39A. This one has better quality than the James Charles, and this again was in my neutral phase. This you can use neutral person. You'll have a field day with this, and then you have a couple pops. I love this color right here. It's a beautiful, vibrant orange. I love that color. And I like, you know, the ones in the middle you can use as face products. So I could probably take these out and maybe use them as bronzers or contours or something like that. But this is a nice palette. If you're minimal, you have everything you need here. You have color, you have your neutral. You can use these on your face. You can use them as blushes or whatever. But I'm still going to keep this one around for a little bit longer. Next, I have my P. Louise. This one is in a Coastal Scents Z palette because I depotted it. This is the Love Tapes palette from P. Louise. This thing is ginormous. These are already big. It's bigger than this one. It's like this much, maybe longer than this one. It's huge, and it comes with two highlights. I have the highlights depotted as well. But I had ordered this one, the Worldie. They sent me the Love Tapes in error, and I emailed them and told them. And it was during COVID, I remember. And they didn't say I had to send it back or anything, so they went ahead and just sent me the Worldie. And then at the time, we were in an apartment, we're in a house now, and I didn't have a lot of space to store things. And these things are thick. These things are thick and bulky, and I'm like, I don't have anywhere to store this humongous palette, so I went ahead and just depotted it. But it's really nice. I love the reds in here. You know, some of them did break when I was depotting them, but they're still good shadows. I like P. Louise's formula. Let's try a pink. And there's only 2 shimmers in here, this one and this one. The rest of them are matte. I like her mattes. They are very, very nice. Very saturated, very nice. But that's the Love Tapes. And then my first P. Louise was the center, the Secret Center. Yes, I like the packaging. I like the feathers in there. But again, she bulky. She big and thick. She a thick girl. And this is all matte, and these mattes in here are gorgeous. Excuse me. And they're firmly pressed. Because I've used this so many times. They're very firmly pressed in there. So you're not, excuse me, it's gonna take you a little bit to get through that, to get panned. It's a nice purple. I've used that purple a lot, and you see you don't need very much of it. But they're firmly pressed, so they're in there. And then the Worldie has sand in it, pink sand. Really pretty. And then we have to try to open her up here. And that's the color story. You got some brights, you got some muted colors, you got only 3 shimmers in here, and mostly mattes, which is fine. I can pair it with something else if I need to. Let's do this blue. Use this blue many times. And that green is nice. I've used that too. Very nice. And I've noticed that most of her palettes are really bulky. She has the one that has like, you open it on both sides like man, that's too much. And a lot of the colors look repetitious, and I'm like, no. I haven't found anything else from P. Louise that I have liked, except for their eye base. I love their eye base. And when you buy a palette, they give you an eye base. I had 3 of them. Plus I got some little, plus I had 2 full-size ones, and then a couple minis. It took me a long time to get through those. But they're really, really, really good eye bases. But yeah, they haven't had anything that has spooked my interest, because again, they are bulky, and some of the colors in the newer ones are just repetitious, and I don't need that. I have those colors 6,000 times over. I don't need to add 6,000 more. But these were my P. Louise palettes. Next, we have what's in this box. I have some NYX. This is the Sugar Trip Squad palette. They had a little series of these a while ago, and this is the one that I wanted. I've used this a lot. The formula is okay. There's not, these are supposed to be satins, but this one is hard panned. They're supposed to be satins, but I like the mattes in here. Not a very good satin. You can see that they're not very good, but the mattes I really like. They blend out really nice. They go on a little sheer, but you can build them up, because some mattes you can't build on top of, but I can build on top of these with the mattes. But I really like it still, so I'm gonna keep her in for another round. We'll see, maybe next year she will go bye-bye. But yeah, they had a little series of these pop shadows. I don't know if you remember those back then, but this is the one that I picked up. And I have these 2 NYX palettes. This is the Lid Lingerie. This is supposed to be, you know, just a basic eyeshadow palette, but I use this for transition colors because it's all matte. You can see I hit pan. This is what I travel with when I want to take all, you know, transition colors. This one has a pinky base, so if I'm using something with a purple or something, I can use this to blend out, because this has more of a pinky purple lavender base. And then I have a warm tone and a cool tone brown if I need to blend out or darken something up. And then I have the others that I can use for the brow bone, or back in the day when I used to set down my eyeshadow primer, which I don't anymore. But this is a great travel palette. So this is going to be going with me when I go away here soon. And then the Cosmic Metals. This is a gift from my bestie for Christmas one year. And this is just all shimmer. So you could, you know, if you're a neutral person, you could take both of these and be good to go and have some nice simple looks. These are very sheer. They're not, you know, saturated or anything like that. These, again, this is for someone who wants something that is very, very minimal. But you can just add a little bit of shimmer and some darkness, darken out the outer corner or the crease, and you'd be good for your look. But that's the lid. That's the Cosmic Metals. I have this Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. This is my favorite smoky eye palette next to the Blow and Smoke from ColourPop. This is a beautiful color story with the grays and the gray browns and these colors up here. I love this. I've used this a lot. When I want a good smoky, this is a good inner corner color. This gray down here, I love this gray. And it's a nice cool tone gray. And then this is a nice inner corner shimmer. Some people don't like shimmer in the inner corner. I do, or glitter. I rarely put matte in my inner corner. I'd rather have something shimmery, but I love this palette. And then I have the Makeup Addiction Flaming Love. Makeup Addiction is no longer a brand. They used to be very active here on Instagram, and you can see the pattern behind it. It's so pretty. It's very heavy, and these colors are gorgeous. I use the crap out of this, and this is also one of those formulas that is very tightly packed in there. You could use this to death, and I have used it to death, and it doesn't even look like I've hardly used it. But these, I used to just use these as like a one and done. It's beautiful, like terracotta. I used to use these all the time too, and this pinky gold. It reminds me of Juvia's with those colors. This color I used to just put all over the lid, blend it out, and put on some liner and mascara and be done many times. And that pink is gorgeous. It reminds me of Juvia's quality. When you dip in there, it feels like the Masquerade palette. But that's the Makeup Addiction Flaming Love. In my previous video, I forgot to mention the e.l.f. bite-sized palette in Hot Jalapeno because it's so small and it's cute. These are really nice shadows. If you want, like, you know, a quick look, these are great. And these were like $3, $4. I don't know how much they are now, but these were nice. I see a lot of people have a lot of the color stories, but this is the only one that I like because I like my greens. These two from Natasha Denona. I have the Jubilee, but I did not like most of the colors in there. I did keep two of them, which I have in a Z palette, but this is the Cupid. I love this. I wish that this was a lot deeper than this, so you can do a whole look, because this is deep, but I would have liked for it to be a little bit deeper. And then this is a beautiful coppery pink. It's got pink undertone, but it's like a copper. Yeah, I would have liked for that to be a lot deeper. And I like that cool tone brown with a little bit of burgundy in there. I like the color story of this. And then this one is the Fez. palette. I think I took one out, and yeah, this had a different color in it, a different turquoise or whatnot in here. I didn't like it, so I took it out and I put the one that was in the Jubilee palette. I put that one in here, and this one is a dark teal. It's so nice. I love this teal, and it's got a green undertone. It looks almost black, but it is a deep teal. And then this color right here, I like this. It's a pukey baby brown. I like that. I like that. Pukey baby caramel poopy brown. I love that. So these two Natasha Denonas. And then lastly, I have my Nomad palettes. This one is the Santa's Village. Aurora Borealis on there. Really, really cute. This is the Color Story. This I rated the worst palette for, I think it was 2021, 2022, something like that. These here, they all hard panned. And I'm not the only person who had that problem. It's like you could barely get, like, I'm gonna dig in here with my finger. See what comes off? Nothing. Hardly anything comes off, and I'm digging, and my claws are not preventing me from digging in here. And that's what I'm getting out. That's so disappointing. The mattes in here, bomb. Bomb. Look at that green. But these here are no bueno. I even tried, you know, scraping them a little bit, just nothing. Look at that, nothing. It's pretty, but it needs to be a little bit more. I should be able to get in there and get it, and I can't. But the mattes are absolutely divine, divine. But yeah, this was not a very good Nomad palette, and I have been hearing about them for a long time and wanted to try them out, and I have other ones that are way better, but this was a disappointment. But I'm still going to keep it in my collection because the mattes are amazing. This is one of my favorite Nomad palettes. This is the Hudson Valley. So pretty. Fall based. These are nice. The shimmers are okay. You can work with them. I use them as inner corner. But the mattes in here, chef's kiss. They're very nice. They're very soft. I love this red. This red is a little drier than this one, but I love that. And the grungy green. This looks like a brown, but it's a brown with a green undertone. And these are perfect fall colors. This red is look at that. And it's an orangey green, but she is beautiful. This pumpkin color, really pretty, grungy green. There's the colors of the leaves right there, and then this brown, which has a green undertone. It's very dingy. I like that as well. This is my favorite Nomad palette. There's a couple that I have been looking into getting, but I will see how it goes for. I wait for Black Friday because they have a pretty good Black Friday sale, or you could probably get two for the price of one. So I'll see what's going on this year for Black Friday and maybe pick up a couple more. But I love the Hudson Valley. I also enjoyed the Whistler Snow Lodge, which is a more blue toned. Gorgeous. These are really nice colors, nice black in there. This is a pink flip, I believe. Yeah, it's got a pink flip to it. This blue is nice. This one would be second to the Hudson Valley. Yeah, that's got a pink flip to it. Great for inner corner, or you can use it all over the lid. But depends on your skin tone. I would use that as a inner corner. But that's the Whistler Snow Lodge. And then lastly, I have the Cloud Forest. So pretty. You can tell from the outer cover that it's going to be a brighter palette. And a little sloth right there. And the toucan. And the hummingbird. And all the other birds too. And this is what it looks like. Very vibrant. And there's the color story. It's absolutely a beautiful. Use this many times as well. You can see some of the embossings are worn off, or how much I've used it. But this is also a favorite Nomad palette. But I have to say the Hudson Valley is #1. All right, so those were the MNOP letters in my eyeshadow collection. Let me know if you have any of these or have used them, or any suggestions. I'll be glad to look into it. I'm still on the low buy this year. I've only bought one palette this year, and then I'm looking to purchase some things, but I'm trying to wait until closer to Black Friday to see what I can get them some deals, because I'm saving my money right now because we're going away, and then some other things that we have going on. So I have plenty in my repertoire to do whatever it is I need to do, but give me any suggestions if you have them. Let me know again if you have these palettes or have tried these brands. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. There will be more eyeshadow collection videos coming soon until we get to the end of the alphabet. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube and on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next video.